Well, guys, I got a little story for you. It's old news, but there's still a lot of unanswered questions, at least for me. This woman, Saving All My Love for You, Greatest Love of All, I Will Always Love You, and those type of songs. Man, those songs are never going to die. Those are classic songs now. Way into the future, people will still be singing them. But how much do we know about what really happened to Whitney and who she was? Well, we're going to find out. I'm going to go into this with Mr. V-Man and learn a little bit more about what caused her death. Now, none of this is meant to be offensive to her memory or anything like that. It's more like a thing where I'm just getting the information to try to understand it a little bit better. But if you want to learn more about her and the things that she went through that caused her demise, go ahead and watch to the end.
I don't like to think of myself addicted. I like to think of I had a bad habit.
All right, Mr. Mindset, we're off to getting a better understanding of the tragedy that befell one of the greatest singers to ever hold a microphone. First, the lady. Whitney Houston, born on August 9th, 1963, in Newark, New Jersey, was a legendary singer known for her powerful voice and numerous hit songs. She rose to fame in the 1980s and became one of the best-selling music artists of all time. Houston also made her mark in Hollywood and won a Grammy. Houston's success extended to the big screen, with roles in movies like The Bodyguard of 1992, for which she recorded the iconic song I Will Always Love You, and Waiting to Exhale, 1995. She married Bobby Brown in 1992, and they had a daughter, Bobby Christina. Despite her success, Houston battled personal issues and substance abuse. And, in the heartbreaking final chapter of Whitney Houston's life, the world was given a glimpse into the complex and tragic circumstances that led to her untimely death. The scene in her hotel room at the Beverly Hilton, where she was found face down in a bathtub, painted a somber picture of a life entangled in the web of addiction and personal struggle. The autopsy report, released to the public, provided a detailed account of the Grammy-winning singer's last moments. It revealed that Houston's body bore the signs of cocaine use, a substance that was found throughout her system. The presence of drug paraphernalia, including a small spoon with a crystal-like substance and a rolled-up piece of white paper, indicated the depth of her struggle with substance abuse. Investigators initially suspected an overdose due to the dozen prescription drug bottles found in Houston's suite. However, after further examination and toxicology results, they concluded that she had accidentally drowned. Heart disease, which caused a 60% blockage in one of her arteries, and cocaine use were listed as contributing factors. The toxicology results also showed that Houston had marijuana, Xanax, the muscle relaxant Flexeril, and the allergy medication Benadryl in her system, but none were considered factors in her death. The grim details of Houston's hotel room and the findings of the investigators shed light on the impact drugs had on her life. An investigator noted a hole in the singer's nose, listed under history of substance abuse, highlighting the physical toll of her addiction. Houston, 48 years old, had been preparing for the annual party of her mentor, Clive Davis, who helped launch her career 2 decades earlier. She had finished work on her return to acting by starring in a remake of the film Sparkle, which would also feature her rendition of the gospel classic His Eye is on the Sparrow. The singer had a sore throat, and her assistant suggested she take a bath to get ready for the party. The assistant left to pick up some items at a department store, and by the time she returned, Houston was submerged in the tub, which was overflowing and had soaked the carpet in another room. Mary Jones tried unsuccessfully to resuscitate Whitney before paramedics arrived. The coroner's office declined to discuss details in the report, including whether toxicology results showing the level of cocaine in Houston's body could be used to determine how recently she took the drug. The office has said there were signs of recent and chronic use by the singer. Beverly Hills police had been awaiting the report before closing the case, although the agency had said there were no signs of foul play in Houston's death. The singer had battled addiction for years, but friends and family have said she appeared committed to making a comeback in the months before her death.
The biggest devil is me. I'm either my best friend or my worst enemy.
That is what Houston told ABC's Diane Sawyer in an infamous 2002 television interview, with then-husband Bobby Brown by her side. Brown has faced his own troubles since his ex-wife's death. The details of Houston's death did not impact plans to release Sparkle.
His eyes on.
It was released on August 17, 2012, by TriStar Pictures. It did receive minor award nominations, by the way. Houston's prominent role in the movie was being the matriarch of a family of girls who form a singing group and struggle with fame and, guess what? Addiction. The final details of pop icon Whitney Houston's death provide a clearer picture of the scene where the star was found face down in a water-filled bathtub with drug paraphernalia nearby, and confirms the coroner's initial report that she died of accidental drowning. The forensic toxicologist said the details about her blood from the toxicology report indicate that Whitney was acutely intoxicated from cocaine at the time of her death and was a repeated cocaine user. And other things involved in the night of Whitney's death include a plethora of prescription medication bottles found in the room, according to the final report. It lists a total of 12 different medications, prescribed from 5 different doctors. Looks like she was trying to stockpile a little bit. The toxicologist described the level of prescription drugs in Whitney's system as mild and said none of those significantly contributed to her death. An open bottle of champagne also sat on the minibar, and an open can of beer was on a table. There was also a bottle of beer on a nightstand and several loose tablets. That's a whole lot of stuff, it seems. Houston's family has expressed surprise that she was using drugs again.
I saw her chasing a dream, you know, looking for love in all the wrong places. The dream that she was chasing was younger. In my opinion, you know, a young man, you know, that's thriving and love to be out and about. When you're dealing with an older woman that's kind of at home, just basically just looking for the love and the comfort. And I just felt that she was chasing something that would ultimately hurt her.
While Pat Houston admitting she was concerned about the singer's behavior at a party 2 nights before her death, she also said that she didn't think the star was again abusing drugs in her final days.
To the latter days or anything like that, I think it was just more of lifestyle. I was afraid for other things, lifestyle more so than.
It has been determined that no foul play was involved in the singer's death. So Whitney Houston's cause of death has been revealed for the most part. After conducting an autopsy and reviewing toxicology tests, the Los Angeles County Department of Coroner ruled the 48-year-old singer died from drowning and effects of atherosclerotic heart disease and cocaine use. The reason cocaine was singled out in Houston's cause of death as opposed to the other drugs in her system is because the other drugs may not have been present in high enough levels for the toxicologist to deem them as contributing factors. I know that was a lot, or more than usual, Mr. Mindset, but I think we clarified the details in Whitney Houston's death. Back to you, brother.
Yeah, Whitney Houston, man, what a woman, what a phenomenal singer. Vocally, there are none that can really compare to what she does. She had her own lane, you know what I mean? A tragic story that we lost her so early, man. I mean, she was only in her 40s. She'd be 60-something years old right now if we still had her. Wish we did. But that's what happens. We have to deal with the consequences of our choices, and sometimes they're not good. But she was good. And you're good for taking the time to watch this video with me, and I hope that you check me out in the next one on the Music Mindset channel. We got a lot of stuff on here for you to look at. Check some of the other videos out, and I'll see you next time on the Music Mindset channel.